Stackt Market, just sitting down. I really do this stuff. I really do this kind of just sit down and chill out and just kind of enjoy the scene. They have like a little bar setup. So I decided to just sit down, right? Just take a little load off. And have some ice cream from Nice and Sweet or Sweet and Nice. I usually want to say Nice and Easy. And then just kind of, vibing. And then I saw this bar there, Sangria bar, and I said, okay, let me try it. So I'm having wait for it, Sangria. Living like the big boys. It's all good. All good. I realized I should shake up to something because when we first start drinking, and I realized one reason why I probably would never be an alcoholic is because I don't love the taste of alcohol. Like I don't love it. You know what I mean? Some people clearly love beer and love wine and love. People always go, they're bitter. To me, something about my palate or my taste buds just doesn't. It just always responds, well, this is so bitter and taste and bad tasting. But other people love it, and people keep telling me, oh no, if you try this one, you'll try that one, you'll like it. And everything we try, we say, unless it's sweet, 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 or tart, 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 like a raspberry, then I just can't get into it. So hence, even though when I started drinking, I was like, oh my God, it was a bad idea. But as I'm drinking and drinking, I'm like, oh, okay, all right. And it's because I realized I should shaking it up so the blueberry would mix up with it. Because then, I realized I don't mind alcohol just as a slight addition to the taste, whatever the thing is called. And maybe now I'm drunk already because me also can't hold my liquor. So as soon as I put anything in my body, I'm completely affected. So that's probably what's happening, what you're probably realizing and here with me right now. I'm drunk already. So that's why I'm not an alcoholic, because I'm drunk already. And yes, for those of you wondering about my teeth, yes, I broke one of them. And actually this one is loose, that's why I have like a splint on. It's almost like a little, what do you have when people have those things? Anyway, God, I see it, I'm drunk, I can't remember words, I can't remember things, even more than usual. So anyway, here I am at Stackt Market, trying to enjoy my Caribana Saturday. This is what we're all doing. We're all just sort of, I hear it's called Tabanca. We're all just sort of making the best of what we can with, what we have to deal with. And yeah, so right now I'd be on the Lakeshore Boulevard, probably videotaping like a fool and taking photos of 2020. But actually, no, this year we're going to play. We're going to actually play Mass this year because last year when we saw the stage, we're like, I have to cross that stage. Me and my friends, that's our vanity. We're like, I need to be in a costume and I need to have that moment because, of course, that was the moment in Trinidad. That's when we felt like we played Trinidad Carnival, was when we crossed the stage in Port of Spain, on the Savannah, when we waited in that long, long ass, Trinidad, I love you, and listen, Carnival there's nothing like it, nothing, I'm not gonna say it. Straight up, nothing like it. I haven't done every single kind of party in the world, but the Trinity one that I did, compared to everything else I've ever done, that is the party experience of my life, my festival experience of my life. Fantastic. But let's just be clear. Some of it is a lot of waiting. It's like Caribana. No, I understand Caribana because, Caribana, you're waiting. You think you're going to get the stage and it's like, they keep telling you, you're going to get to the stage, get ready, everybody get ready. And it's like 5 hours later before you actually hit that stage, all right? That before it used to be hitting the judging section. But now they have a stage. So there's actually a whole kind of climax. There's actually something to look forward to. And I have to say, watching people, I was like, I want that moment on that stage, like literally. And my other friends did as well. So we said, okay, this year we're for sure going to play, even just for the last time, because we're old men now. Even though in Trinidad it's like, you play till you're dead, right? You see people in modified costumes for the age group. And in fact, you sometimes see entire bands or, who are all of a certain age group. It's like Soul Summit, right? Soul Summit is like, you know, we're all really in the 40s range, maybe 30s to 70s. That's kind of where I'm at right now. But you know, we're still people who like to party. We still love to go out and jump up and down. And I don't mean go out and drink. I mean go out and party, like go out and jump up on a dance floor. I know some people love to go out and party, but their idea of going out and party is drinking, which is totally fine. I mean, it's their idea of partying, right? Just as some people's idea of partying is going and just being in the space and standing around. But mine is I need to be active, engaged in it, jumping, dancing, carrying on. So, yes, we're missing Caribana. But I got a lot to do today with Earl Pierre from Afropan playing here at Stackt Market for, I want to say nice and easy, but it's sweet and nice ice cream. And again, an ice cream originated from Trinidad and Tobago, from San Fernando, not Port of Spain, but San Fernando. So, yeah, but actually this is kind of growing on me now as I'm drinking this drink. Maybe I'm going to turn into a little alky now. So here we are. This is rare for me to do, so to just stop, slow down, even on my own, and be still and just kind of chill, even though I'm talking with y'all or talking on this thing to whomever might listen at some point when I post it. So here are the people, you know, families. See? All kinds of people hang out down here. You know, children, right? You know, couples drinking, friends, or maybe couples, you know. Yeah. Guy doing his thing.
You guys ready, or you want a few more minutes?
See? Alright. And all kinds of family action. I think it's a group of people here. And if you can look in the distance, you'll see the gardener. That's how looking west. And my favorite is that girl. There we are.
But yeah, so like
Try this one different. Let's create shorts. I dress boring, but I don't dress terrible.
Alright. 7:45. 7 minutes 45 seconds. Ciao. Happy Caribana and happy Emancipation Day. Let's not forget. Even though, you know, I don't know about celebrating emancipation, when are we completely free yet? I mean, yes, there was the big occasion, the big, you know, passage of the bill and wherever, whoever take whoever along. But still, what we doing? I mean, it's still not bondage. We need reparations now. Let me just say, when I learned that when slavery, when they passed the legislation and they freed the slaves, they paid the slave owners for every slave they freed. So what that means is that even the people that when they slaved them literally had got compensation for having had slaves that had to work for them and work with no pay to benefit them for them business, which now, you know, are some big fucking corporations and multinationals all over the world, right? Or at least in the parts of the world where colonization takes set, like the Caribbean, Latin and South America, and, you know, East Asia and those places, that, you know, some of the big family businesses that are there now are some of those historic slave owners' families whose descendants are now living like kings and queens and benefiting, while the children of slaves who worked for nothing for generations to make their families wealthy, at the end of slavery was left with nothing. So the big thing for me still is reparation is so critical and must be on the table, and every fucking black person family, even if you have sliver of blood in you, must get some money or get something that enables us. So that's my thing. Anyway, that's my statement today for Emancipation Day. So Emancipation Day becomes significant and meaningful if in fact we start to push for those kinds of realities. That's why I did love when I was watching the Emancipation Day celebrations from Jamaica that they had recorded. A couple of hours, we couldn't watch the whole thing. We didn't watch the whole thing yet. But I was impressed by the programming, and a lot of it was framed around reparations. Except now Jamaica blood clot Jamaica, the country of my birth, the place of my, youth that I love, because, it also belongs to me like it belongs to everybody else who I try to cause people like me where did they. So I'm ready for do that with them to fight when we go there. I have to go there, but when we go there, I'm ready to fight with everybody to say, yes, me and I go battle about who get to live here free and easy and comfortable. But also, them where they celebrate emancipation have all kind of law upon the book, like burglary laws and all kinds of bullshit that limits queer people and women and all kind of disenfranchised people. Not to mention the blood clot High Court of Jamaica could possibly have passed a law about the fact that schools can ban children with dreadlocks or not allow or require them to cut their dreadlocks. Can you imagine? When black people they fight all over the world and other kinds of countries to ensure that that don't happen. In the fucking black country, that is being institutionalized. So, Jamaica, do you see the irony? And now me know say, it's like all countries, right, where tons of Jamaicans don't agree with that and hopefully will advocate and make noise and cuss and carry on and make sure it changes or use them votes like anywhere else in the world. So I know I want to say Jamaica, but we do that when we cuss anyway, right? When we say bullshit happen, we call it the blood clot country. But Jamaica, my people, we have a history too of doing blood clot to one another, to all kind of people, right? While we say one thing, we're doing a whole other thing to other people. Because in a way, in our head, we've made some kind of rationale that said that, whatever we believe about them, the people means them not have no rights and shouldn't get the same rights where somehow we think that every people should have. Because really and truly, your beliefs of what them are doing, how for them position, worthy of that or not qualify for that for whatever reason or bullshit clot reason to have. When say at the end of the day, if the whole of we not free, none of we not blood clot free, because the moment you keep me from freedom, me they go constant fight you and want to war with you. Including when we're poor and we disenfranchised, we're always, the means that we're never going to have no beautiful, wonderful society we're not trying to have, because as much as Jamaica is a lovely, fabulous place and we're easygoing and generate as a whole kind of flow and rhythm, and we'd agree with all of that, yes, there's still the place where people that live rough life and people that still war one another and still kill one another and want to kill some of the rest away, because the whole system is working in a way to still benefit a few, and the other idiot them where jump on bandwagon for disenfranchise others are also invested in maintaining a system that them not realize is still now benefit them more so than it always will continue to benefit the one at the very top. Because them just look at the rest of the way they fight one another and go, right? Because for them life secure, because we don't really want to revolutionize the system so it can work for everybody. We always just want to revolutionize the system so it only works for a few, for some people, based on some arbitrary bullshit reason. So, me I say I'm drunk, I'm slightly drunk. That's probably why my tongue them loose. I'm sung by myself in the middle of this groupings of people. Where am I do? So there it is. I'm done. All right. Bye. There's a scene. It evolves.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, it's weird. Want some water?
Big family behind me.
So
Sure. Thanks.
that's some shit like my mom.
That's not really
And if you wonder where me I texted on Jamaica so, it's because that's the country I come from. Land of my birth and all that. And my childhood and my adolescence. So I didn't leave it until I was 16 years old. So yes, I'm invested in making noise about that place. At the end of the day, happy Emancipation Day, and for us Torontonians, Caribana. And life, happy life, y'all. Happy life.